Boom.
Hola,
There he is. The man, the myth, the legend.
hey brother.
What's up, my guy?
Not much, not much. Still at the office, crushing it,
As always.
keeping busy.
I'm good, man. I cannot complain. It's been a grind ever since the new year. But before we jump in, just for everyone who's going to be watching this after the fact or tuning in, I just wanted you to give a quick little intro as to who Ed is, what Ed does, what's the daily hustle like.
Yeah, 100%. So, hi everyone who doesn't know me. My name is Ed Stulak. I'm a licensed real estate agent out in New Jersey, USA. And the true passion doesn't come to selling houses, but the true passion lies in training realtors worldwide on social media, personal branding, and things of that sort. So that's the true passion. But yeah, that's what I do on a daily basis now.
I love it, man. It's been a while since we first met. I actually, when I opened it up, I was telling everyone that we met down in Puerto Rico a couple of years ago. And you have been a busy man since we first met, dude. I feel like when we first connected, it was like you kind of get into the real estate game, started to do some of the networking there, and then recently do the features with New York Times Weekly. It was super exciting, man. So congrats on that.
Thank you,
see, like,
brother.
you've been piecing some really cool stuff together. And I kind of wanted to walk through just where it came from, man. Like, I think this would be a fun one to dive into the story. Like you said, the passion wasn't necessarily selling houses to begin with. You were able to kind of channel that passion into there. I think that would be super helpful for people to run back with. So let's run through where that started. What kind of got you into this whole social media game? What was that first kind of spark that got you pumped on it?
Yeah, no, I think honestly, it was figuring out what makes me happy at the end of the day. I realized selling a few houses, it was frustrating. It's man, it's a game. It's a game for sure. And sometimes it's a fun game. Sometimes it's really, really not. But I realized that every time I taught or I did a training or I taught a realtor something new, and all of a sudden it's just like, man, that passion lit up in me. I was like, man, that felt great. Every time I get a realtor that comes up to me and says, Ed, I don't think I can do it. I like this, I like that, but I also like real estate, and I don't know how to combine the two together. I don't think it's possible. And I'm like, damn, let me make it possible right now. And all of a sudden, it's like, I don't know. It's that fun kind of vibe that lives in me. It's like, how can I make it happen for another realtor out there to really help them revive their brand, revive their passion, just like I revived mine, which is training and real estate and all this stuff. So I think it just came out of realizing what I wanted and realizing other realtors out there in this world don't really have access to it or don't know anyone that can give them the tools and the keys and the golden nuggets and all that stuff. So I was like, let me be that guy. Yeah,
dude.
so.
And I mean, you've been bringing that to life. I'll toot your own horn here. You with the IGRE class, I know that was a huge project for you that you were able to put together to help bring that mission alive for a lot of people. And from my perspective, and this is kind of from my own learning, what steps did you go through to start building that coursework? I'm really interested that we work with a few clients who are interested in putting these kind of info products together, and it's a world that I'm learning right now. What steps info product to really bring a lot of value to people?
That was a tough process to figure out as to who's going to do what, how to even go about it, because I didn't know it. No one really taught me how to do it.
Yeah.
But at that time, when creating the course, I actually did have a coach that I hired, and she was helping me out with real estate sales, life, I guess, just business overall, trying to figure out as to what I initially, this is an honest story. I hired her to help me out with my real estate sales. And the third call that we got on together, she heard it in my voice that I wasn't truly passionate about real estate. And she's like, so Ed, what do you really, really want to do? And I'm like, oh, I personally like training. I like doing stuff that you're doing with me. I like doing that stuff with others, And she's like, all right, from here on out, fuck real estate. I'm like, what? What'd she say?
Yeah.
She's like, no, we're not working on that. We're gonna help you build a coaching program. I'm like, whoa, okay, now we're talking. Now all of a sudden coaching got fun. But she helped me figure out what I actually wanted to do. And she said, no, we're gonna build you a coaching program. We're gonna build you a course. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do that. She's like, I don't know if we got partnered up and we coupled up or we got together because of this whole synchronicity and just so happened to be manifested. I love coaching. I love teaching others how to become coaches. I was like, oh my God, this is phenomenal. Yes, I love this. So long story short, to answer your question, how did I come about this course? She helped me kind of configure it and put it together. And then she helped me kind of push it, launch it, create it. She's like, buy lighting, get a background, do this, do that. Nice. All of a sudden, I started realizing that there were other coaches out there, other people that were doing their own programs. Yeah. Like, okay, what can I do? Can I steal from them, right? One of my best quotes, my favorite quotes is good artist copy, great artist steal. I said, I've never done it before, so who can I steal from? And there's a course called Jump Cut. If you've ever heard of Jump Cut before.
I have,
Jump Cut, Jump Cut, for those that are watching that don't know what Jump Cut is, it's a course that teaches you how to create a course. So now I'm like, oh, okay, well, let me check what they're doing and let me see how they're setting up their position and their studio, their couches and all this stuff. So long story short, I kind of just dove into it and started creating this course. And honestly, it's been a process. Broke agent, and you've stolen everything from me. What's up, Eric?
Good artist copy, great artist steal. That's so strong. I do that all the time with social media. Like, you don't have to reinvent the wheel every time you post. Other people are out there succeeding. Like, you just got to be able to make it your own, make it your own kind of version there. That's incredible. So, dude, what has it been like for you in this season we're in, man? Like, I feel like COVID has impacted people in so many different ways. How have you been kind of adapting the hustle?
Man, ever since March 14th, I have not stopped.
Okay, put on the gas.
Non-stop, and I don't want to be that guy that's like, oh, business is booming, business is great, man. COVID didn't affect me, it made me better. But you know what? Honestly, COVID has pushed me into such uncomfortable positions that have forced me to grow and kind of reconfigure my system, my coaching. Immediately when COVID started, with my coaching hat, right? That hat, I was like, damn, my coaching is a commodity now. What am I supposed to do? This isn't important. Wow, did my coaching just be born and die right away? Like, that sucks. And then my real estate hat, I was like, damn, who's going to be buying a house now? No one. I'm done. My career is over. Might as well go back to school and start over again. Dude, if I tell you, I've been nonstop busy. I have nearly 14 deals pending right now for real estate. It's nonstop. Buyers are looking to buy. Sellers are trying to sell. It's an insane market, man, like never before. And I took the bulls by the horns by the bull by the horns. Bull by the horns, horns by the bull, and full throttle, dude. I mean, like right now, I'm in one of my listings. This is
Somerville.
100. Somerville Park. I'm promoting the hell out of this bad thing. Like, I got this over COVID. They reached out to me on Instagram, said, "Hey man, we see what you're doing. And all of a sudden, long story short, we got to chatting, and then they offered me the position, and I'm like, whoa, okay, now I'm definitely busy. So now I'm to the point, dude. Last year, I would have only loved and desired, and I wished to have like a team and an assistant and like really building that team. That was a wish last year. I'm forced to do that now. I'm forced. I have 2 interviews this week with interviews with secretaries and assistants. I have to hire them personally. I've never hired anyone before. It's like a process that I've never dove into. So your question, COVID has done me dirty, but like in a really good way.
dirty, but so I kind of like
I'm trying over here.
Dude, that's incredible. I'm so stoked for you, man. I love seeing. I mean, I'm tuned into everything that you're doing, man. I just love how you're keeping it so active. One of the things that I've always been interested about is like you've always had this cool balance of like what you said, where hey, I'm building this social media presence, this brand, social media strategy, but then you've got this realtor hat that you put on that you've been able to gather a lot of like really interesting attention for, and like right now beginning to find success for. And it's kind of interesting because I think about it almost like, hey, now that I'm balancing this agency life with building this brand, how do you allot time? How do you find focus in those two things? And I'm just super curious to like pick your brain for when you wake up every morning, you're trying to accomplish two objectives. How have you been able to kind of keep the ball rolling in these two veins and find that success? What do you credit that to?
That's so tough, and I'm like I said, I'm getting to that point right now where I looked at my social media the other day and I'm like, damn, I'm not posting enough anymore. I'm not posting tips. I'm not posting tricks. Like I just genuinely do not have time to do it.
Yeah.
I'm so busy with this project, with my other project, with my coaching stuff. I have the whole the masterclass, my IG masterclass. I mean, I have videos that I have to edit and put on there. And it's just like, where am I supposed to find the time to do it right now? I just am not. And I feel bad because it's part of my business. So again, like I said, it's done me dirty to the point where I look at myself, my social media, my business, and I'm like, wow, it's scattered. It's a little unorganized at the moment, and it's not looking professional for the person that I am. I need to change it. So now I'm realizing I have to make that investment into that assistant. So I know when I bring her on, she's going to help me out with so many other things, like paperwork and things that like I don't want to do this. Like I need to be showing my brand out there. I have freaking consolidated reports, and I have availability layouts and floor plans to go over, and it's just like fuck, I don't have time for that. Like I need to be doing the other things that bring in more exposure, more money, more value to others out there. I feel like that's gonna, so I'm willing to make that investment right now for someone to help me out with posting content, doing social media side of things, but also help me breathe a little bit. Because I'm telling you, I haven't been able to breathe since March 14th, and that's like a hard, cold fact. So that's kind of how life has been, And I got some people in here. Do you have a transaction coordinator? Yes, I have a transaction coordinator. I have a team of 8 that are assisting me, but I want to have my own personal assistant, someone that can be here by all times, Candy Bowen, she's out in Arizona and all this stuff. So I know some people that are in here right now. So what's up, guys? Chris Summerfield. Awesome. I love that. And I know, we've all spoken before, but like the business is booming worldwide. It's not just New Jersey. It's everyone. Texas, Travis, Candy, what's up? Like, these guys, they're all over the place. They can tell you from their personal experience, their market is ridiculous. It's booming everywhere. Buyers are buying everywhere right now. So it's a very crazy market. So it's forcing everyone to get out of their comfort zones and learn something new.
Dude, so I find that fascinating that so many people are on the move right now. Like when you talk to people, what's the reason behind that? Like why are people so bullish right now on it?
So for example, New York, right? I mean, New York is one of the craziest.
Everyone's juicing out.
Yeah. So what are people doing? People from New York are now moving to New Jersey or Connecticut, right? So they're going either south or north. And New Jersey is starting to realize, this is kind of how it's looking, right? Especially in my market. I don't know for others, but my market. New Jersey is right here. We got New York right here. And then we have Connecticut up here, right? So people in New York are coming to New Jersey. New Jersey is starting to realize, oh, New York people are coming, so let me sell my house because they have money. They have nothing but money. So they're moving a little more south. New York is coming here, and everyone's like pushing more south. And so I'm starting to realize people in Jersey, they're going to sell their house and they're going to get exactly what they want, right? So imagine, I don't know how much you're into cars and whatnot, but imagine putting your Toyota Camry, buying it for $20,000, brand new off the lot, for sure, and then being able to sell it for $23,000 the next day. It's like, damn, like interesting. I thought when you buy a car, it's supposed to like depreciate. In this case, it's like increasing and rising, and sellers are understanding this. However, right? A lot of buyers right now are taking advantage of mortgage rates. I don't know how much you know about mortgage rates right now, but they're very, very low.
Yeah.
So mortgage rates, let's put it this way, right? For those that are renting properties right now, renting a unit, renting an apartment, renting a house, whatever it might be, their rent might be, let's say, $1,800 a month.
Yep.
If you buy a house, which so many people think it's ridiculous and crazy and a huge investment, which it is, however, your payments a month with a low mortgage rate are going to be $1,500, $1,400.
Yeah, exactly.
So now you start questioning yourself, like, do I want to keep renting, keep putting money into someone else's pocket, not being able to do what I want to my own unit, my own house? Or am I cool with buying my own place because the mortgage rates are so crazy low right now? Do I want to buy my own house and save some money every single month and potentially a few grand a year?
Yeah.
So renters, number one, their light bulb goes off, I should buy. Buyers are saying, I got to take advantage of these rates. They're so low, I should buy. Sellers, however, are saying, I can sell my house because there's so many buyers, so let me sell. However, there comes that however, right? However, they're thinking, they're backtracking and saying, maybe I shouldn't sell because now I have to become the buyer. And buyers, it's very hard to buy.
In the market, yeah.
So where am I supposed to buy? So sellers are saying, I should sell, but maybe not.
Yeah.
So
Wait a second.
It's an odd market. Every house right now that I go show, I put an offer. Every property has minimum 5 offers. It's ridiculous.
Wow, that is
ridiculous, man.
Yeah, that breakdown makes a lot of sense. Like it's that the situation we're in, man, with all the cities and people moving out, like that makes a lot of sense. I guess I hadn't really broken it down like that, but that's fascinating.
Well, when I'm in it every single day, it's a different story.
Yeah, for sure. Well, I know we got a couple more minutes here, and I definitely want to dive into some of your brand knowledge. I think that'd be fun for people.
Hell yeah, hit me.
So, like, if we were gonna take it back to the beginner, a lot of the people that I'm working with personally, or even just like the people that are following me right now, are very early on in the phase of getting into social media. They're probably in that 5 to 10K range, like really trying to nail down where they want to take their brands, what they want to be doing. How do you advise the person who's trying to start in the next 30 days? What should they be thinking about? Where should they be focused with their time? What's going to have the most impact to get them to the exposure and to like the brand equity they're looking for? How do you speak to that person?
Great. There's a lot of different things that you can do, but the best things you can possibly do with the amount of time that we all have, which is not a lot, with the amount of patience that we all have, which is not a lot.
Yeah.
We all want fast. We all want now. We want that temporary satisfaction, but as nice as it is, it's not the best and it's not the most rewarding. So what do I mean by temporary satisfaction? You're going to get the one person that's watching this and going to be like, oh, I just want to learn the secrets of growing my Instagram. I want to learn the secrets of growing a social media presence. And then eventually it's going to be like, all right, like, okay, well, I don't have time. Like, I just want to buy it.
Yeah.
That's that temporary satisfaction, right? All of a sudden you buy it. It's great. You got a nice following now. Now you have 20,000, 50,000, 100,000. Is it good? Looks really nice. Your ego is boosted. You'll feel phenomenal.
But impact is.
However, are these people that actually care? Are these people that are actually going to look into your brand, buy into your brand, look into the services that you offer, buy the product that you're offering? No, not really. Odds are very slim. So to like give you like a real discreet, like serious answer as to what can people be doing to grow, I guess the best thing comes down to is, number one, community is everything. You've heard of the quote, content is king, right?
Yep.
Content is king. However, community is emperor. And that's how I look at it, right? Yeah. Community is the real thing that you have to look into. How do you build a community? It's simple. For example, who is here? Sesh Cookie. Hi, Sesh Cookie. VIP Marchild on. What's going on? Michael Alvarez. Felisa Simona. Like, these are people that I personally know. They are part of my community, and I know it because I talk to them. It's Sotos of real estate, right? I know these people because I chat with them on a daily basis, if not weekly or whatever it is, right?
Yeah.
These are people that reach out to me. I could be doing an IG live and they'll tune in. They will go out of their way to tune in to listen to what we have to say because it's
For sure.
obviously valuable to them. And I want to make sure that they're leaving this IG live with the most value that they can. So what my point I'm trying to make is I listen to my community. I engage with them. I mention their names, Sotos of Real Estate, right? I give them the love and attention that they give to me. And I make sure that they get the love that they give to me and the love, and they like, people love to be heard and seen and heard.
Yeah.
Right? If you're in an IG live, dude, people love it. Social buzz end, dude, absolutely. You reached out, I have to reach back out to you. I didn't forget about you. I see these things, right? And I make sure to connect with everyone that I possibly can at all times.
Yeah.
Like these little things like that, there's no reason for them to unfollow me unless I say something bad and they don't like me. Unless I tell one
They're
of them
going off the deep
flip
end.
off, all of a sudden they're gonna unfollow me. But if I build a community and I show them the love and support that they show me, why would they ever leave? So to give you that real answer, if someone follows you, if someone reaches out to you, give them the love and support that they give to you. If someone follows you, reach out, send a video message. What's going on, John? Thank you so much for reaching out. I appreciate your love. It means so much to me. Like, how can I help you today? Like, what can I do for you? Yep. Do you need any help? Do you need any advice? What's up? Like, talk to them, right? And all of a sudden, why would they ever say, let me unfollow him? This guy doesn't give me value. Nah, I don't want him. This is where people kind of take the wrong turn. Once someone follows you, it's all of a sudden like, oh, I'm good. I got a follower. I'm good.
No, it just starts. Yeah.
It just starts. Well said. It just starts. Yeah. The real hook to this relationship and this friendship and the connection falls into what do you give them for them to continue staying on board. You have to give them something. I make sure that everyone that's tuning in right now, they're either getting a message from me after this, they're going to get a video from me, an audio message. I want to give them something, right? And it's that what helps you grow bigger and more exposure, because these guys are going to say, oh, this guy gives me so much love. This guy gives me so much value and knowledge. Follow him. He'll give you the knowledge too. Yeah. So these are very simple things, I understand, but so many people neglect them. No one almost does that. And it's just, you know what? Good. I'm so happy that no one does it because I know I do it and I know it works for me. And those who do the same thing, it will work for them too. So to give like that advice to everyone watching, be cool with your community, build relationships, genuine relationships with your followers. You never know who knows who. You never know who is where, what kind of impact you're making on them, whether it's a good one or a bad one. You have no idea. But it's an impact and it's an influence.
I love that, man. It's not hard to send an audio message or send a video message or just recognize that people gave you that opportunity to have that impact on them. So to embrace that and move forward, like you said, it's simple, but it's super high impact. And at the end of the day, I think you're spot on with that. You have to lead with impact before you try to like get the easy way out. Man,
as corny as it can sound, it's very, very true. The first time I saw you make, I don't know what happened. I feel like your brand was like quiet, and then all of a sudden you made one video where the whole background was white. You came on your bar stool, down, and I was like, holy shit! Like, what's he about to do? Yeah. And all of a sudden your brand like woke up in my eyes. And all of a sudden you started bringing me value. What was the value? Like you started bringing some wisdom. You started bringing content, creative kind of side of things, of aspects to social media that I haven't seen before. And if I have, it wasn't done well the way you did it, right? So all of a sudden you're bringing me content value, you're bringing me wisdom, you're bringing me knowledge. So all of a sudden you gotta be consistent with it, and you've been consistent, right? You reach out to me. We don't talk on a daily basis, but you reach out and you show that love, and I make sure to show it back, right? But this is why we're so close now, and this is how communities start to grow, and this is all about community. It honestly comes down to that.
It's all a game of love, baby. It's all a game of love.
Seriously is, bro.
Big hugs for Mr. Ed, everybody, for giving us some of his. He's a busy man. But dude, I really appreciate you, Ed. The community stuff really inspired me, man. I'm stoked to hear how well you're doing, man. Keep hustling. I'm here for it, man. If you need anything, if you need a little content wisdom, I got you.
Yes, yeah, no, everyone tuning in right now, shoot this man a follow. I don't know if I'm down or if you're above me, but shoot this man a follow. He's a cool guy, genuine heart, genuine soul, and Deb, I appreciate you having me on.
Ed, you're a stud, man. Be easy. We'll talk soon, man. See you later.
Thank you, brother. See ya.